right. Welcome back, y'all, at Titi's House Podcast. I hope everyone is having a great day. Let me just say this. I always feel like when we come back, it's been a while, right?
Well,
No?
they used to it by now.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, we do like 2 a month,
Yeah,
right?
I think that we should just stick to that, so there ain't no pressure.
I think so too, because I think it's not even about it being pressure. I just think I had just so much going on sometimes sometimes I just be needing a break too. Then
too.
I'm trying to be outside.
Yeah.
It's about the weather, about the break. I'm trying to be outside. It's like every time you're like, Mom, are you doing the podcast today? I'll be like, man, I just made plans to go outside.
I know. That's why
You
I be
always
calling
say
you
that to you?
even today. I'm like,
You like, Mom, are we doing it?
We doing it
Yeah,
today
we
or
doing it
tomorrow?
today. No,
Right.
we doing it today. Let's get it over with. Tomorrow's Super Bowl.
see, look,
Who you going to? I'm about to be outside tomorrow. Who you going for the Super Bowl? The Eagles or the Chiefs?
I like Philly as a place, but the Chiefs just because if they win another one, it'll be a three-peat. Like it ain't never been a football
But the
team.
Eagles ain't won in years, right?
No, they've won in the last 10 years.
In the last 10
Probably
years?
two
Okay.
times in the last
Okay,
year.
I'm just mad because the Ravens ain't taking
Yeah,
all
that's
the
where
way.
I might not even watch it.
It's funny because my girlfriend was like, are y'all watching the Super Bowl? I was like, the Ravens ain't in it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But I'm going to watch Philly just because it's Philly and it's close to home for me. I'm going to watch Philly. But at the end of the day, my Ravens ain't in it no more. So they out. But I'm going to go for Philly. So definitely that. That's why I was trying to be outside tomorrow.
Oh, for the Super Bowl.
That's why I didn't want to tape the podcast. But let me just say, I posted on my page, like, what are some things that people want to talk about? Mm-hmm. And somebody sent something back and was like, can we talk about men that end up with women, that they have to pay all the bills and the women don't never contribute? And I was like, do men have those problems like women? Because women usually I feel like sometimes end up with men that don't contribute.
The society was built on women staying at home. Think about all the years.
So do you
y'all
think
stayed
there's
at
women
home.
out here that just say, I just want to stay? But this
It's
woman,
still-
the funny thing is that your kids are grown. So there's no I don't see no I'm going to tell you, when I was raising y'all, I didn't want to be home. I wanted to be working because I felt like I could be a better mother if I'm out the house. And when I come home, I'm really
Yeah, that
dedicated
seems
to my
like
family.
a hard job to just be at home all day forever. For
Man,
years.
I mean,
don't
I
wanna do
was
that.
on a schedule. Like, I had y'all on a schedule when you guys were little. Like, between 8 and 9, we eating breakfast. Then y'all from 9 to 10, y'all watching little cartoons. From 10 to 11, we getting dressed and we going to the park until about 12:30. Come back, eat lunch. After y'all eat lunch, it's time to take a nap.
a
Y'all
long
remember
day.
taking naps,
Yeah,
right?
I want a
Time
nap
for
right
y'all
now.
little butts to take a nap. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to season the meat. I'm going to start cooking. Then your dad comes home. Y'all are watching TV. Your dad comes home. We eat dinner. Then it's like, get you ready for bed. Like, I had a whole
That's a job.
agenda.
That
is a job
And
within
you're not
itself.
getting paid.
So those mothers that are out here, y'all are coming home, making sure homework is done. I mean, I had to do that with Zaul, but I did have your dad's help. You know what I'm saying? But these single moms that are out here and having to maneuver by themselves and do it by themselves, because it is hard and it is different now. You know what I'm saying? Mothers are cooking. People are like, I used to be a crock pot. Do you remember I used to use the crock pot for everything? I was the crock pot queen. You couldn't tell me nothing about. I would make stuff up and put it in the crock pot. And then I would just come home and make a vegetable and some rice. Or vegetable and some potatoes. 2 vegetables and some meat. Like, you have to come up with inquisitive ways to make sure your family eat. And you as a mom, or even a dad too, when it's a 2-parent household, it's so much, you get help. I'm going to say your dad wasn't that much help, though. I still did everything, didn't I? Did I still do everything? I mean, sometimes I'll be like, can you take the kids a bath for me tonight? Like, he never really came and asked, like, is there anything I can help you with? And I worked a job, y'all. And I was going to college. I was going to college, working a job, and still had to cook. He still required me to come home and cook a meal. And would get mad if it was hamburgers and hot dogs and some chips. What? This ain't dinner? He want a whole full course meal. Like, this is not dinner, Delcy. I don't want this. I remember one time, I'll never forget this. I love Subway subs. And it was funny because he wanted the Subway, the meatball subs from Subway. He loved them things. So I was like, oh, I'll make meatball subs. No, you're not getting no meatball subs from Subway today. I'm going to go home and cook some. Went to the grocery store, got everything. I thought they were delicious. Your dad came home and said, meatball subs? This ain't dinner. What? You got it's meatball subs and some french fries. What you mean this ain't dinner? You know what I'm saying? But I really do applaud the women and even single dads, because there's a lot of single dads out here raising their daughters and their sons. Applaud to y'all because y'all are going to work, coming home and feeding the kids, getting them ready for bed, making sure they do their homework. Like that takes a lot of requirement and work. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't have a familial backing, like your family, like for me, my husband was in the military, so I didn't really have a lot of family, but I did have girlfriends. Our girlfriends, we were close, where we would be like, can you watch the kids for a little while? We're going to run to the grocery store or something like that. We took turns doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? So everybody will watch everybody's kids. Like you have to have a community.
Yeah.
Man, without that, it's hard. I applaud these ladies, cause y'all, and gentlemen too, cause y'all out here doing it. And I feel like it's a lot, it's a lot to do the family stuff now. You know what I'm saying? And if you live in a city like Atlanta or New York or other big cities where it's traffic, and you're sitting in traffic for 2 hours to come home from work because it's required for you to be in an office, baby, that's a lot.
Yep.
Right?
A lot to do by yourself.
Oh
so
my
you
God.
gotta think about who you having a kid with, and is you having a kid are you about to be doing all the work? All that matters.
Yeah, it's a lot. It really is. Anyway, that's that I don't even know how I got on that subject. How I get on that subject? I don't even know. All right, so let's just talk about everything.
Somebody commented that.
Oh, somebody commented. Oh, on the wife being home. See, y'all, I could get distracted sometimes too. Yeah, talking about the wife not contributing to the household bills, not cleaning, not cooking. And I was just like,
not doing nothing.
Not doing nothing.
She don't need
and
to
I
be
was
here.
like, well, wow, I didn't know there was women out here like that. That don't cook or clean, or maybe because I was raised like that and I'm out here doing it. So fellas, I want to know, have you ever been with a woman that doesn't cook, clean, or pay bills or help pay bills? And this is I want to say, for my age range, like the age of 45, I'm going to say even past my age range, from 45 to 55. Are there women out here that are not helping their kings? Y'all not being queens out here and helping y'all men contribute and helping them? Because that's, to me, I was just like, wow, I didn't know that existed today. Because I don't have any friends that don't work, that are at home. Most of their kids are grown. What are you doing? I don't know. Plus, I need my own money. I got to be independent. I'm sorry, y'all. I need my own money. I need to be able to go buy me. If I want some $500 sunglasses, I want the $500 sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? I like nice stuff. I want some Gucci. I want some Fendi. I got to get out here and get it. So that means I need a job. Right? I don't know. Well, let's talk about what's in the news. Let's talk about, have you ever watched tonight's conversations?
No, I haven't.
It's all over. It was a guy that started it. And he has people come onto his panel, and they've been traveling, like making money. I know you got to be making money because you're selling a lot of tickets. Normally it's sold out, because I know I tried to go to the one here in Atlanta and it was sold out. Tickets sold fast. But he has like a panel, and they talk about relationships, and they allow people to come up and ask questions, right? So it has been all over. I love TikTok. Thank God TikTok did not go away. I need to stay off of it because sometimes I find myself scrolling too much, y'all. But anyway, this guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. She has this girl, Keita Rose. Well, Keita Rose is all over TikTok. I'm surprised you ain't see. Are you on TikTok?
No, I'm
not really.
No.
All over
TikTok.
TikTok.
Now I can't download it again.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you deleted it prior to it going away,
or after it went away, it won't let you download it.
Wow. Is that because we're waiting for Trump to decide? Wow, that's a trip. So Keita Rose is out there exposing, like 3 people have left the podcast. And I mean, they started off as a podcast and then it grew into something big. So basically saying this dude was sleeping with the cast members. And I mean, I was just like, wow, why? let me ask this question. Why is it that when something happens, say you're a family, right? And you belong to some type of organization, or you belong to some type of committee or something, and then something happens and it just goes to hell.
Everybody always got dirt in the background. Like, it's always some dirt.
Why are we exposing that though?
That's the culture. People like, oh, you gonna play with me like that? I'm gonna let everybody
know what you doing. And that's what she had 15 episodes.
Oh, for real?
It went from one episode to the next, to the next, to the next, and she basically exposing him. He's saying that she tried to get money, extort money from him. She's saying he owe her money. She's saying, when the podcast started being very familiar, she was on there. She was one of the first people on there. Like, what? I really want to know what happened. But she has a 15-part episode. I ain't got through all of them yet because I'm trying to catch up to her. But apparently this dude was out here doing some shady stuff. I don't know why is it, and I'm going to say us, why do we do that to each other when we are out here? Everybody can make money from it. We're all benefiting. Why is it that we lose sight of what we came into it for and start throwing each other under the bus?
Greed and money hungry and power and just those three.
Those
are
three
three things that take everything down.
Man, I just hate that though. Because it was a good podcast. I really wanted to go see them. I hate to see that. I'm going to tell you something though. He's been able to pull other people in that are popular. So what he does is that he takes people that are popular on Facebook or on TikTok or on Instagram and brings them in. People that give relationship advice. But I'm going to say this out here because I'm educated. I got a master's degree. And I manage relationships all day, every day. But some people are just not equipped to be out here giving people advice. So you have to be, and I always say, I don't give people advice. I give my perspective, right? And it's up to you. Your people are grown. You got to make your own decisions. Don't allow anybody to give you advice you need to really do your own research. Really, that's what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of these.
Take it in and then make your own.
Yeah, to make your own judgment or conceptualize how you're going to move forward or how you're going to digest what you're hearing, right? There's some funny stuff out there. I laugh at it all the time, and I'll post it on my stuff too because I think it's funny. And it's great advice, but you can't take advice from everybody, and everybody's not credentialed to give advice.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So you got to be very careful. Although the podcast was very good, they have a doctor on there. They have people on there that are very knowledgeable. They have relationship experience. But man, when I tell you they've been exposing some stuff on there, I would have never thought to be true.
Like what?
Oh my God, that he was sleeping with some of the cast members, that he wasn't paying them, that they, you allow more people to speak on behalf, doing more of allow the popular people that he felt was popular have more of the conversation than the other people. Then you're bringing people on here. It should be even. That's why you got to be careful when you start projects like that, and you got to make sure that everybody's a stakeholder. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody gets an equal cut. Like, you can't just cut people out and just drop people off and not pay people, right?
No, you can't.
You can't do that.
This is what happens when you don't. Like, it crumbles.
People, you get exposed.
Yeah, it crumbles, it goes, and now they all about to be back broke.
Dang, and they was making money. Like, that's a shame. We throw each other under the bus. Don't expose dirt just because you've been hurt, or I can't say that though, because I do the same thing. Don't make me mad, because I will tell it all. You know what I'm saying? But we shouldn't do that. Is it petty? Because I feel like I'm petty.
No, that's not petty.
What do you think it is?
Somebody hurt you, I would do it too.
You're all over social media exposing what happened, and you and your followers get on my nerves. They all got to comment. You know what I'm saying? Why are you mad? Is the truth? Am I lying, or is it the truth? Apparently, I was lying on some stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, y'all believe me, because I'm at Titi's House Podcast. What about this Big Meech and 50 Cent thing?
I know, I seen that. Well, I seen it was.
First of all, 50 Cent, stop being petty. So what that Rick Ross put some money in Big Meech's pockets? Like at the end of the day, that man just came out of jail. He's
Yeah.
trying to rebuild his brand and rebuild his what he left off. You know, he left off. You know, now you coming out of jail after serving. I don't know how many years he served, but why are you doing that? That's so petty to me. What do you think about that?
I understand it.
You
Just
do?
being a petty person, you understand. It's like I'm giving you money too because he got to be getting some type of royalties for 50 to be doing the BMF story. He has to be getting some
I
type
didn't
of
think
bread.
about it that way.
He's like, yo, I'm putting money in your pocket every. I've been
Every
putting money in your
episode.
pocket for all these years. Why are you going to get that little bit of bread to ruin our relationship? You know I don't mess with Ross like that.
So do you think, because I always think it's a conversation that needs to be had. Do you think 50 came to him and said, yo, why are you coming out of jail? Don't be with Rick Ross.
He probably feel like it should be unspoken. Everybody know that 50 and Ross don't like each other, you know.
Really? I didn't even know that until all
Yeah.
this came about.
Nah, they been not.
Wow. So to me, it's like, dang, 50, the brother need bread. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, he trying to rebuild his brand. And then you taking it out on Lil Meech.
Yeah.
Because even Little Meech respond like, dang, I'm not even messing with Rick Ross
Yeah.
like that. But you out here talking about you canceling the show. This is the last season.
Yeah.
But you're not only doing that to Lil Meech and Big Meech. You're doing it to the whole cast of your show. Like, is that petty or what?
No, that's super petty.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because that really hurt me. I was like, dang, this is what we doing out here to each other?
Yeah.
You making money too, 50. But I guess 50 said, I don't need the
He
money
said,
as much
I got
as y'all.
enough shows. I got 15 more.
What
shows
other shows
coming.
does he got?
We got a bunch of different
Is Ghost still
versions
out
of-
there?
Not well. He got the other the spin-offs of that, like the story of the young boy, the one about Tommy. Like he got
He got a bunch of
shows
stuff
up.
coming up.
He just had a movie come out, Den of Thieves 2.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
So
got
he
a lot
did
of
that.
stuff.
Okay. So he does have some bread
50
coming
don't
out.
need the bread.
Oh my God. It just hurts me because Lil Meech was like, dang, you just cutting off and saying this is it. So how do you come back to the set when something like this happens and even do your job?
Is if it was all for promo. If he come back and was like, oh, that's just for the internet. Like, don't take it personal. Then I could imagine it could be a little easier.
Oh, you think it? You
50's
think it
great
might
at
be?
marketing too, you know. So he might have been like,
Oh,
this.
I never thought about
Yeah.
that. I hope that's what it is because I feel like after you've been exposed on social media like that and it makes it very difficult to come back and do your job. You're on a set, you got a job to do, and the producer, who is 50 Cent, because he's the producer, right? You got to come back and perform in front of him and knowing that he didn't like what you did. And Lil Meech ain't had nothing to do with that. 50, give him a chance. He ain't had nothing to do with that. Now, if you want to give Big Meech a little bit of royalties and not as much as you was doing, now I can understand that. But Lil Meech ain't got nothing to do with that. What about this Offset and Cardi B stuff? My God.
I feel like that been going on for a little minute now, right?
Oh my God. Why does this happen?
Divorce.
But this is my thing. Offset. And I'm going to just say this here in this space. Everybody ain't Cardi B. Like, did you really think you can get out here? He said his new girl is better than Cardi B.
I ain't see her.
No, she not. What is better? Look better? Who does that? Are we in high school? Who's doing that? But my thing is, does she got as much money as Cardi B?
Shit. I mean, Cardi said in the song that she don't cook or clean and none of that.
So you think this is she cooking and
This
cleaning?
other shorty might cook and clean, and that might be what he was looking
She don't
for.
cook and clean. That's what she was looking
She
at.
said it in the song. She said she don't-
Okay, well then in that case, she don't gotta have money because
Yeah,
he
that's
got
what-
money
yeah,
and he
he
can
like-
take care of her.
Yeah, he like, all right,
Okay,
we good.
I get it. So, okay, so that might be the reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she's supposedly messing with Stephon Diggs,
Oh, the shorty that
the football player.
Cardi.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said that they showed up at a club together or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and they was talking or whatever. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Offset, the reason you not with Cardi is because you keep cheating. Stop cheating. What is the deal? You got a great. The whole concept of cheating. You can have I guess you can have the baddest. You know what I'm saying? The baddie, and you still gonna be out here cheating. What does that? I don't get that. Cause for me,
You gonna wear one pair of shoes for the rest of your life? Look,
Hell no.
look, she gonna keep buying more
I'm
shoes,
gonna buy more
shoes.
shoes. So you comparing the
Yeah.
relationship to shoes?
It's like, yeah, oh, I like those shoes too.
Oh,
it's like, oh,
man.
they gonna go with
But
this
there,
fit.
you always got that classic shoe that nobody that can never be replaced. It's just like having that classic Jordan.
Classic Jordan, but hey, when they get creased up, you gotta go get a new pair.
Then you go back and get. You just try to make that. Either you get that one fixed. Have you ever had? Okay, now that you mentioned it with shoes,
with
I gotta
shoes,
give
I
this
had to-
example.
Okay.
I had these Gucci boots. Man, they was the baddest boots. Like, y'all, these boots was they was denim. They came all the way. They was like all the way up to the knee. I kept recycling them boots. Like every time the heel would mess up, I'm taking it to the shoe man because I just love this
Yeah.
shoe so much. Why can't y'all do that with women? You love this woman so much. Go take her to get some work done. If you out here want to be messing with somebody else, tell her what she needs to do to improve or to do better, to be better. Like, what is it? What compels you to cheat? Because it can't just be vagina. It can't just be penis that makes people cheat, right? Because sometimes you cheat and it ain't even better than what you have.
Very true. Very true. I think it's just the excitement, the rush, the thrill.
Of something new.
Sometimes it's, you bored.
But then you keep hitting Cardi B up on text messages talking about you just want to hit it one more time. You just want to have sex with her. Like, so obviously, if that woman, your new baddie, was fulfilling everything, all your needs, you wouldn't be coming back to Cardi asking her to sleep with her. Right?
No,
Or is that just me?
No, that's true.
What are you doing? I don't get it. I don't get all this tit for tat. Cardi, you too big for that. He's not worth it. At the end of the day, you got 3 kids, and really, you got to watch what you say too.
Yeah.
I think she's, sometimes she gets emotional. We all do, but he ain't even worth it. At the end of the day, you had 3 kids by this man, gave him everything that you could give him, and if he wasn't respectful, if he wasn't loyal, he couldn't be faithful, then he's just not the guy for you. And if that's what you're looking for in a relationship, dude, move out the way and let me be. You know what I'm saying? Let me be with somebody who's going to respect me. Because that's just like a lack of respect. And you're going to talk about your new girl a baddie. Have you seen Stephon Diggs, though? Because he a baddie, too. I'm just putting that out there. Oh, man. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti.
I know. Dang. Rest in peace. I got to listen to all that classic Ashanti and
I
Ja Rule
know,
today.
man. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
They said he had a stroke. Apparently it was the second one.
Dang, and strokes come from just what is the cause of strokes? Do they know? Like what did that come from? Stress?
No, it could be stress. I think he had some medical issues going on though that caused it. But yeah, it could be anything. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you the last couple of weeks I probably have been having, I think anxiety gives me I hate to say this, but Nori gives me freaking anxiety. Because he's so anxious and all over the place. But like in the last couple weeks, like work has been giving me anxiety.
Really?
Yeah, man. I can feel it like in my chest sometimes. It's not even like chest pains. It's just like pressure.
A lot of, you just feel it on. I know that feeling.
You had that feeling before? It feels like pressure.
Yeah.
So because guys, go get a physical. Ladies, gentlemen, every year get a physical. Get your lipids checked. Get your blood checked. Check yourself for STDs. Like, make sure that you're out here taking care of your body and your mind and your soul. Because I'm going to tell you, when I started having the pains, I knew it was anxiety because sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. Like, I'm so anxious. Like, it's like all day. And I'm like, Nori, get it right. Nori, go sit down. Because he's sniffing me like 20 times a day. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I cannot. But I had so much stress the last 2 weeks from work, really. I just have a lot going on. And just some family stuff that has come up. And it's just causing me a lot of anxiety and stress. And so I went to go get my yearly physical. And thank God there's nothing wrong. Like he did a EKG, a stress test, my cholesterol was a little bit high, which I don't understand because I don't even eat processed foods every day. Like I don't eat rice every day. I don't eat pasta every day. So what can it be that's causing my cholesterol?
Dairy is cholesterol.
But I don't eat dairy. I mean, I had cottage cheese, but I haven't had like, I don't even eat cheese like that.
Yeah, cheese, butter,
Oh, it might be the
Eggs,
butter because I do. Oh, it might be the eggs because I do
eggs,
eat
cheese,
eggs.
butter, milk.
I don't like
Not
eggs
milk
like
like
that, but
that.
I'll boil them when I'm real hungry and I gotta
Yeah.
have some protein. That's the only reason I try to do the egg whites. But I did start doing egg whites because the yolks
Yeah.
is what
The
has
yolks is
the
what. Yeah.
cholesterol. Yeah, I just got some egg whites, so I'm gonna start doing that because they tried to put me on a low dosage of medicine, and I was like,
No, I try to fix my food
I was
intake.
like, I will fix this and I will come back. How many months should I wait before I come back? She said 3 months. And I was like, I'll see you in 3 months.
Yeah, you got a juicer too, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to start juicing too. Well, I already juice already, but I just figure, I was like, I know I don't eat rice. I don't really eat pasta. I'm not eating any processed foods. Like, what could it be? I don't even have processed foods in my daggone cabinets. Them shits be bare. If it's not fresh food, fresh fruits and vegetables, I'm not eating it.
Yeah,
You know what
same.
I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to make sure you're getting physicals because you can at least catch things before they happen or be reactive to or be even preventive to things that are happening, but you can react immediately. I just lost my god brother. I love him dearly, and he went to the doctors and had stomach cancer, and he died within 2 days. Like, at the end of the day, there's signs out there that something's wrong. Pay attention to your body. Your body is telling you that something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
got to pay attention to that. You got to pay attention to work out, because she was like, well, make sure you're working out. I was like, I work out 5 days a week.
Dang.
And she was like, well, is your heart rate going up? And I was like, I run and walk. So, and I do 5 miles a day. Like, what else can I do? So I was like, it's got to be something that I am doing that I'm not doing right. So I am revamping what I'm eating. I'm just looking at things a
Yeah.
little bit closer.
Me
You know what
too.
I'm saying?
Me too.
You got to. You have to. Take interest in your health. Health is wealth at the end of the day. We say that all the time. Listen, guys, I did say that I want to do the pop the balloon challenge on my show. Who's interested? Is anybody interested out there to do the pop? I want to do that on my show. I love that pop the balloon challenge. I put it out there on my story, and none of y'all want to be on it. What can I do to get people interested in pop the balloon?
Show them the ladies.
Can I
that's
show
gonna
up
be
to
on
the
there.
mall and just pick some people and be like, hey, I got a podcast. I want y'all to be on it, and I want to do the pop the balloon challenge.
Maybe.
What you think? Can we do that? Can we get out there in the streets?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Because I definitely want to do it. I love that. I love it, man.
Yeah, you gotta put your own twist on it though. So
Okay,
you're not
so what should our
biting.
twist be?
I don't know. I gotta watch
Let's
it.
think
and
about it. Okay,
You
we're going to
probably
think
seen
about
it
it.
more
Yeah.
than me. I've only
I
seen a couple
do.
episodes.
But I don't know how to put a twist on it. I got to think about that. Do senior citizens?
That'd be funny. It do be some older people on there though, right?
I think they've had it one time, but I think it was a joke.
No, that might be good though, to be honest.
Let's do some senior citizens on
Yeah,
there.
they need love
Oh
too, right?
man, they senior citizens ain't got no problems finding love. I see them getting married at 80.
Yeah, I heard that the
Man,
I heard that the retirement homes be a place where it be like STDs be rampant there.
are you serious?
Yeah, they said.
Who
it'd be
said
like-
that?
They said it'd be like high school in there.
I know that it's funny because a lot of them either have Alzheimer's or something mentally going on. Maybe they have dementia, and they do like the little old men be chasing the little old women
Yeah.
around. Like, they don't forget what it's like to chase. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I was a therapist in a skilled nursing facility, there was this little old man that every time I went in there, he would touch my leg.
For real, look.
He would always touch my leg, and it was so uncomfortable because I would be like,
You're like, I'm about to punch you, old man.
Mr. Such and Such, stop touching my leg. And he would be like, I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. Yes, you did. You touched my leg. But it was the funniest thing. So you're probably right. It's like they might have dementia or some form of Alzheimer's, but they don't forget what it's like to be with the opposite sex,
Yeah,
because
what
they
they
either
are.
touching themselves or doing something very inappropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all? I know I was an OT in a skilled nursing facility. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You can ask any therapist, any nurse, they'll tell you.
Yeah, I've heard some nurses say the same thing.
Real, yeah. It's real in there. So, guys, I wanted to talk about, so we talked a little bit about in the news. Now I want to get into the podcast, okay? I want to talk about how do you build trust after a relationship, after you break it in a relationship? You ever felt like you've been in that situation where you've been betrayed or somebody broke your trust and you had to work on it?
I'm gone.
No? You ain't even trying to work it out?
For
Why? Why do you say that?
For
You never
what?
loved nobody
Yeah.
enough to...
Want to work it out? I guess not. Work out what?
Dang.
Like what breaking trust in what way?
So you feel like trust is like once you break trust, there's no relationship. There's no recovery from it.
It probably is. I just haven't.
You just haven't
No,
done it.
I
Oh,
haven't.
wow. Okay. I think it's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
I think that once you, as a person, once you have I feel like when you break trust, you break the foundation, and then you have to rebuild from the foundation back up, right? And I think a lot of people miss the fact that breaking trust is breaking the foundation. You think that the person that has been betrayed or the person that's trust has been broken is just to pick up where you left off. And that can't happen, people. I think a lot of times we expect, and I think that I'm going to say this, if you've ever been betrayed or your trust has been broken, you need to work on yourself because you can't go into the next relationship with broken trust because you will always
Bring that up and
bring it up. Hey, well, this person did this to me. You can't hold the next person responsible for the person that has done things to you before, right? What do you think about that?
No, that's very true. That's very true. That's probably why I won't sit and work on that because it's like I don't know. That just seems stressful.
It is. It's very stressful. Not only just trust in relationships, but how about trust when somebody on your job breaks your trust
No,
too?
that probably sucks because you gotta go get that bread. You're like, oh man, I'm about to. Have
You
to
like,
sit
I don't
this-
even trust this person. You know what I'm
sit
saying?
next to him in the cubicle.
Oh my God. And it's like you're here, and how do you deal with this person on it? That's just like being in a relationship though. How do you deal with this person? Because I feel like you're with your work family more than you are with your home family.
100%.
And when somebody breaks your trust and you try to rebuild that, it's like now you think everybody's against you. Oh, are y'all all against me now? You're looking at everybody holistically like, are you all against me? Because at the end of the day, these people have broken your trust. You know what I'm saying? And who did they conspire with? Because sometimes people don't break their trust with you alone. They conspire with someone else. Maybe your employee, the person that is an employee just like you, y'all are on the same level, went to your boss and said some things to break trust.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I also think you just gotta remember people aren't raised how you are. Their morals aren't the same out there in the world. When it comes to people at work, it's just like you gotta kind of expect that. You're like these aren't the same type of people I am. You know?
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of those.
I think sometimes too in a work relationship when you break trust, I think sometimes people do that to kind of be the brown noser. You know what I'm saying? You really trying to make yourself look better
Like
than
a
other
teacher's
people.
pet type
Yeah,
of
like
thing?
a teacher's pet type situation.
of those,
And
too.
there's a lot of employees that go back and say things in that environment, in that work environment, so that the boss like you better.
Yeah.
Sometimes just to toot your own horn, you're breaking trust with your fellow employee to toot your own horn. Don't do that. I don't like stuff like that.
No, that's
but I feel like
trash.
it happens at work too. Not only just in your personal relationship, but it happens at work, y'all. You got to be open. First of all, you got to be open to rebuilding trust. You said you wouldn't do it. There's a lot of people like you that once you've broken a person's trust, I think for me, it depends on the level of trust broken. But sometimes it's just is no way of going back when you've broken somebody's trust. And the person, you have to be willing to put in the work. If you're not willing to put in the work, don't even attempt it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people attempt it and it doesn't work because one of you are not willing to put in the work. When you come back from trust being broken, you have to, as partners, you have to come back and be able to say, okay, I am willing to help you get through your trust issues by doing this, this, and that. If you're not willing to do the things that you've said you're going to do, then you can't be willing for me to accept you and the things that you've broken. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. 100%.
You have to definitely, I feel like you can be saved. I feel like some things, depending on the level of trust broken, that you really can improve it. I think that sometimes it can even be better, really. If you work through it and you put the work through it, if you put the work in it, I think some relationships even become better relationships.
Well, because then you feel more appreciated, or you see that they've
I
put in
think
the
you have to
work
be
to.
real.
Yeah.
You have to be real as to why. For example, if you cheated on somebody, you have to be real as to why you cheated. What was lacking? Because I feel like when someone cheats on you, maybe something is lacking in their mind that you're not aware of. The person being betrayed, right? I feel like sometimes it could be a disconnection with sex. It could be a disconnection with communication. It can be a disconnection with schedules and, you know, responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Roles and responsibilities. Like, I think those cause issues that it causes somebody to feel like they're not valued, that you don't care about my needs, how I express my feelings to you, and you just continue with every day and you don't acknowledge that, right? And you don't take accountability for how I'm feeling. I think that you have to be open to putting everything on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In order to grow, if you really want to be there.
There's a breakdown somewhere where trust is broken, or when someone's cheating, you know, when you're not communicating effectively. You're betraying somebody for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And the person that you're with may not know the reason. That's what I think. You have to put everything on the table. If you're not willing to both step up to the plate and put everything out there, throw everything out there and say, we need to talk about everything. And you got to be clear, you got to be real, and you got to own your shit. If you can't do that, you're never able to move forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that you want to be able to, like I said, put everything out in the open. If you can't do that, just move on. Like you said, I can't move on for it. I think the level of betrayal has a lot to do with it. Remember that, because some people feel like you are not investing enough, or you're not putting enough into a relationship to build the trust, build the trust back up or whatever. Also, another way to overcome being your trust being broken is fucking apologize. You know what I'm saying? People don't apologize. Apologize and take accountability as to why you did it. You broke my trust. This is how I feel. A lot of people just move past the apology and just think that the person is supposed to. No, I need a damn apology.
So you might have to apologize every day.
Oh, really?
One little apology that.
I think I can take the apology with accountability to overcome why you broke my trust. But if you don't take accountability, I can't move past that, because you're basically moving past how I feel by not being accountable. Right?
Yeah.
And as a partner, you have to be, if somebody's coming to you and taking accountability and apologizing, you have to do your part too and accept that and move on. You can't keep hashing it up and bringing it back up, because I think that's where we get lost. We get lost in the betrayal, and every time that person, it's just like that. It's a
You
reminder.
just keep reliving that.
So
And that's what I'm saying.
why? Yeah, I agree with you on that too. Like, why keep reliving it?
It's like, yeah, I'm
Just
out.
let it go and just move on
like,
and be
I'm
with
done
somebody
here.
else. But you might get the same thing again.
Then go find another one.
Oh my God! So another one and another one, and you're gonna be
And
just like DJ Khaled.
Yep.
Another one.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh my
Until you
God.
find the one that ain't on that bull.
I know for me, whenever trust is broken, I want to know everything. I ask a lot of questions. Come prepared with your questions to find out why they're apologizing and taking accountability. I'm a person that I'm so observant, and I try to understand everything. And it's not because I need to know why you did it. It's because I need to know what I did wrong. Because sometimes we do things wrong and we don't realize we're doing them wrong, right? We have to take, even the person that's been betrayed has to take accountability for what they've done wrong. And I say this, like, you got to come open to accepting everything your partner is saying without being defensive. Because I think a lot of times we become very defensive on the other side as to, what? How dare you? But you can't become defensive. You got to be open, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then make sure that in order to rebuild the trust, is that you definitely, the toughest part of rebuilding trust is understanding each other's feelings. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel like you're understood in order to move forward. If you are constantly being defensive and because you're not being understood, because I feel like sometimes I become very defensive and I also over explain things too. So I think that's part of being defensive. You're constantly over explaining your feelings. It's because that person really doesn't understand your perspective. You got to be
Or you
clear on
think
what,
they don't.
huh?
Or you think they don't.
They
Or
don't
they're not
understand. Yeah.
taking it how you would want them to, but you can't make somebody see it the way you want to see it. They either do or don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that has to do with you explaining yourself too. A lot of times, you be so hurt you can't even explain how the hurt. You got to process hurt, and you need time to process it. And I think if you have the conversation so soon after, you're not gonna be able to process your hurt. You got to go through that whole grieving process
Yeah.
of being hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then in my mind, I'm a over observant and I'm also an overthinker. So in my mind, I'm processing what could I have done wrong to make this person behave like that. Because we got to take accountability too. The person that's betrayed. Maybe you did something. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like your partner, the person that broke the trust, you have to be empathetic too to the person that's has these feelings. A lot of time you want to say get over it. You can't say get over something. You're not me. And sir, men, women are very emotional beings. You cannot expect to say to a woman, get over it. You've broken her trust. No, she's not going to get over it that way. So don't expect her to. You have to work at creating a more stable, a more foundational platform for her to feel safe. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when women don't feel safe, they react. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I always feel like people don't own their shit. You don't own your behaviors. There's certain behaviors that lead you to break someone's trust. And if you are not owning the behaviors in the relationship, a person's reaction is a person reacts to a person's actions. Your actions cause a reaction in a person, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're doing shit and that person is questioning what you're doing, stop deflecting as though that person is wrong for feeling how they feel. You are causing these emotions. And I think a lot of people don't take accountability for how they're moving and their behaviors that's causing a reaction in the other person, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever had that happen? Like a person just does certain things and they don't understand that you're reacting to them and they deflect on that as though you're wrong or you're making assumptions or you're wrong. I don't understand that.
No, I think that's compatibility. Some people just aren't compatible and they be trying to make stuff work that is just not gonna work.
You romanticize the
Yeah,
relationship
it's like,
more
nah,
than it
y'all
is,
aren't
and it
meant
is
to be
not
together.
going to work. I believe that too. I think it becomes toxic.
Yeah, because it's like, all right, you don't like when I do this, but this is me. What the thing that I do, you're trying to change something about me that is who I am. You just go find somebody else to be with.
I agree with that to a certain point
Yeah,
because I feel like a person can only be who they are,
exactly.
and they have to find the right person to mesh with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a person that likes to go out to the club and you're with a homebody person, because I dated somebody like this in my past where he liked to be out in the streets. And I wasn't that person. So sometimes I would be out there because I felt like, well, if I'm not out there, he gonna be out there anyway. I might as well get out there with him. But at the same time, that wasn't my personality. Was not to be up in the club, in the strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't me. But I did it. And sometimes me and him would get into an argument because it'd be 4:00 in the morning and I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
I want to go home. And he would still be like, I'm still out. I'm still out. I'm still out. I'd be like, I just never understood how you never compromised. You know what I'm saying? But it was always a problem. Needless to say, I'm not in that relationship anymore, but it took me a while.
We had to be like, all right, I'm over it.
I'm over it because I don't want to be
club right now today. Look.
Still out there.
Yeah, some
I don't know if you're still out there, friend. You might be. Yeah. But I feel like I was changing me and he wasn't changing him. And then when he wanted to change him, I wasn't accepting of your change because I'm over it already.
Yeah.
I've done too many changes to be in this relationship, and now that you've changed, I don't want you no more.
Yeah. I mean, it happens like that too. It's just like, some things are just for the time as they occur, as, the experiences when you have them. And it's not meant to last forever.
No. Sometimes things relationships last for a season, for a couple seasons. People don't understand the magnitude of or the importance of understanding how a person is feeling, right? Mm-hmm. They just only care about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people just care about themselves and they don't care about the other person. The hurt person in the relationship. The hurt person needs you to put in more work and more effort into making them feel secure, right?
Yeah, is it every relationship though? Aren't we all supposed to live for ourselves? Like, if everybody's supposed to live for themselves, somebody's going to be unhappy at some point. If it's all about us and...
But when you're in a relationship, is it supposed to be about you or is it supposed to be about a partnership?
And that's what I'm asking you.
No, it's supposed to be about the partnership and not you as an individual. It's... some people say you can't change me.
I want to go home. If it's about y'all, that's about you though. You feel me? It's about what you want.
I was like, aren't you? But it's 4:00 in the morning in the strip club. I don't want to go to the after hour spot. Blaze is closing and I want to go home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I done threw all my money out there. Yeah. I'm tired of looking at these hoes. I want to go home. No, I'm just kidding. I'm tired of looking at these strippers. I just want to go home. But at the end of the day, it's like you said, you gotta know what you're going. At the end of the day, it's about what you're going to put in, what effort you're going to put into the relationship, right? Because at some point you get tired of certain things. And I feel like...
And you're allowed to get tired of some stuff and be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I don't want to do this anymore. I felt like that. Like I didn't have any peace. And I know I wasn't peaceful to him because at the end of the day, you want to do what you're doing and I want to do what I'm doing. And there's no need for you to be in a relationship with somebody if that's the attitude that you have. And that's what kind of made me leave the relationship. You're not going to, you can't, his thing was always, you can't change me. I'm not trying to change you. I am trying to make sure that if you value this relationship hey, Steve Harvey says all the time, you will change for the woman that you want to be with. Right? Have you ever changed for anybody?
No.
Like you were doing some things and you knew that the girl that you was with didn't like it. And you may had to adjust, maybe not completely change, but adjust to make her happy.
No, I haven't had to do that. I'm a pretty good person.
I raised pretty good kids.
Yeah,
I know.
It's like if you were
pat my back. You guys are really good to the women that you are with.
And it's
you're
all
not
about who
cheaters.
You choose to.
You're not cheaters. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are. I've never heard any of the ladies that you guys have been with complain about you being a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Why? Listen to my people out here. You don't have to be in a relationship with anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the choice to say, I want to be in a relationship or not. You have a choice to say,
just be honest, man.
to be transparent as possible. If you can't be faithful to a woman, if you can't be the man that intentional and be the man that she needs, leave her alone and let her find the man that's going to be there for her, because there's men out here that will do anything for you. Especially there's men out here that have been hurt just like women. And guess what? They are looking for good women. And there are women out here that have been hurt that are looking for those good men. Get the hell out the way and allow these women to explore. If you're not going to be who she needs, because I have a problem with, I was having this conversation the other day with somebody, and I have a problem with, if you're in a relationship with somebody, that person should be allowed to be on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and you should be able to post pictures of that person, of y'all relationship and everything. And this person was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be posting pictures of myself with nobody. This and that. It's because you got something to hide.
No, you can't force nobody to do that, though. It's like, that's not what I use. The internet for me is not a real place, so it doesn't, I don't put my real life on there.
This person said that.
It's not and that's how I see it too, though.
It's not real.
It's not real.
This is real. That is not real. And maybe because I'm on here and I have a podcast and I'm just transparent as possible. Like, I did agree when I first started dating somebody, I did agree. But now I'm not hiding anything. When I'm seeing somebody, I'm seeing somebody. I might not post them on my Instagram. I might not post you on my Facebook. But I'm not going to lie about being in a relationship with somebody.
Not lie about it. But also, I'm not.
Some people need that validation, though.
That's their problem.
That's not your problem?
No. It's like, why do you feel like that? If everything else is going good and you're mad because I'm not posting you on the internet, that's weird. The internet, you want people who don't know you in real life to.
I mean, I get that.
Real.
But you out here hitting shorty out in her DM like it's real. You out here doing some stuff in your DMs and on people's page, kikiing and hi-hiing.
And to be honest,
and really you got a whole woman at home. You married to somebody.
If you posting your girl online, that ain't gonna stop them from responding. That is true.
Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was in a relationship, it didn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I was still getting some foul stuff to my things. Yeah. Y'all, I was just like, my God, what is this? And they were like, I don't care about your man. I don't know him.
Exactly.
I ain't never seen him on your page. Are you sure you got a man? Like, people was questioning me. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, dang, is this what we doing out here?
Shoot, you know how they be saying, like, you get that ring and then shorty start hitting on you more. They say that about married men.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there's no level of respect on the internet anyway. So
why do you want to be?
I don't know, but I just feel like, it helps with trust. No?
I don't think
That's what I was thinking. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't think it should affect trust at all.
Okay. So you think a person can be trustworthy, whether or not, when I listen to other people talk about stuff like this and people feel like it's validation of your relationship.
I can understand that, but
it's validation that you love the person that you're with. It's validation that you're not hiding anything and that you're not out here messing around with other women. Because if you post your man and all these women start responding like, oh, I know him. Oh, I was just with him yesterday. Is that what the men are scared of? Or are you just really just not an internet person and you don't want nobody in your business?
Yeah, we ain't trying to be on the internet putting our life out there.
I guess. That makes sense, too.
Yeah, these people don't know nothing about me.
You just don't want these women hollering at your shorty like, I was just with him last night. And he didn't tell me about you. Because I'm going to tell you, that happens.
They probably do.
It happens. It happens. Okay? Somebody will reach out to you and be like, oh, did you? That's why I never post anybody on my page. Mm-hmm. First of all, y'all don't need to know what he look like and who he is.
So you agreeing with me? You don't agree?
I mean, I agree to a certain extent.
So you saying the guys should post the shorty, but the shorty don't?
No. I'm saying that it should be mutual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It should be mutual. Like, it should be it should not be a hard no for you to say, if I'm married to you, you should be posting that you have a wife, and periodically post your wife, right?
Just make a joint account.
Somebody said that
and it'll just
before.
make it easier.
Really?
Yeah,
Somebody said that
let's have
before.
this account together. Just and
And then
you
you have
know,
your own. That's a
it'll
solution.
solve it.
Yeah, that's a solution. I think if you're married, why not? You might post your grandkids, your kids.
Mm.
Like, what's wrong with that? I do feel like if one person posts more than the other, then it's only fair. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to hide the fact. If I want to post you, I'm going to post your ass. I don't give a damn. Don't be out here hiding in these streets. Don't do that. So for the next man that I'm dating, if I feel like posting you, I'm going to post you. So if you don't want to be posted on my Instagram, or on my Snapchat, or my TikTok, don't date me. Because I'm not hiding anything, okay? I'm going to be out here. I'm going to give the harsh truth. I'm going to be open and honest. And I am not about to be hiding my relationship from
The world.
the world. I'm not hiding you from the world. Or are you hiding the world from from him? Who said that?
That
That was Drake.
Drake
Yeah, I'm
and
not hiding my son from the world. I'm hiding the world from my son.
Pusha T.
Yeah.
Drake. Yeah.
Oh my God. So y'all don't be out here hiding nobody. But no, seriously, on a serious note though, sometimes you have to do things that build trust. Posting your man on the internet or your woman on the internet might not be the answer, but definitely remember to always, in most cases, when you want to rebuild and repair the damage or the trust that is broken, you have to work at it, okay? If you're not willing to work at it, like you said, once it's broken, it's broken. There's nothing to work on. I'm moving on to the next person and I'll take my chances with that person. Then do that and be honest with yourself. Because I think a lot of times we are not open and honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We allow this person back in our space or allow them to be with us, and you're not completely healed from the trauma, right? And you still are putting them through all the changes that you went through. And that's not fair to them. Let them go be with somebody else too. You go be with somebody else and just get over the betrayal and commit to someone else and see if that works, if that relationship works. That's my advice. What do you think? Because you said you ain't putting it up with it. You moving on.
Yeah, because all I really just need is honesty
Honesty and transparency is the
more than
key.
anything.
And more than anything, too, guys, if you feel like you can rebuild and retrust and recommit, go get some therapy. Because sometimes I don't think people realize their own faults and their own weaknesses. And you need an outside person that doesn't know you to come in and help. Because some people really are so stupid and so don't think that they have a problem. You know what I'm saying? We all are not 100% perfect. We all have problems with how we communicate, how we trust, how we love. Like there's people come in with childhood traumas. People come in with excess baggage. Like you need a counselor, a relationship counselor to be able to help you through that if you want to work it out. If not, throw in the towel and move on. That's for me. That's my perspective. You can trust, you can rebuild, or you can just simply walk away, y'all. And that's from At Titi's House Podcast. Thanks for joining us today, guys. Have a good day.